Hello everybody, and welcome back to this video. Today we are going to design last class to manage Weld properties. Let's rename this class on Weld Properties Handler. Now let's link necessary namespaces. Good. Let's define a method which will write our collected properties of the weld into Plant3D database. Let's name it setWeldProp. We will need parameters, connector object and weld object. For using Plant3D method of setting properties, we will need string collection for names and string collection for values. Be careful. Names should exactly match to the column names in database. Otherwise, you will get exception error. In Plant3D project, I created these properties in advance, so it is going to fit. For values string collection, let's name it pvals. We will store port properties of our weld object. Pay attention on order of these values. It should match to p-names. Then, we define row ID of the connector using already created method findWeldRowID. Then just set properties. All right, now we define a method which will select all the connectors in our AutoCAD drawings and will loop through them, executing all we need. Let's call it loopThroughWelds. As first parameter, let's define an action in what we will run our method of weld properties setup. Parameters for method are connector object and weld object. The next action, we will call the method which assigns weld numbers and writes them to database. We will use list of welds as a parameter for this action. Okay, let's select all the welds in the drawing. For this, create selection filter cell filter. We will create two type values for this filter. DXF code starts with ACPP connector, and visibility is 0. To select all, we have to create object of prompt.selectionResult and select all method with our filter. Here we made mistake. It should be method, not class. Here, we already have code suggestion. Actually, we could accept it and just correct it a little bit, just to add information to command line that there is no connectors in the drawing. Otherwise, we define an array of object IDs and store their values of selection result. Let's create a new list of welds. Let's lock the document before doing any actions in it. Forgot about parentheses. Good. Now start transaction. Transaction TR equals a CAD. DB. Transaction manager dot start transaction. All right. Let's loop Thorug selected object IDs. Let's define a connector object using transaction getObject. So Connector connector equals tr. Get object, objid, open mode, for read, as connector. Just non-error condition. If connector is null, we continue with next item of the loop. Otherwise, we collect properties of selected entity into a dictionary. Let's name it connector props. For this, we use our extension method getP3dProps. Here we have also mistake. Here should be object ID of connector. Using our method is Weld, we check if properties of selected entity match the properties of the weld. Otherwise, we continue loop with next item. All right, now let's define a new weld object using our created method as Weld. After we have weld object defined, let's set the properties of this object in the database. For this, we invoke action of method set weld prop. For another action, more precisely for weld number assign, we will need to define the weld type and to collect the list of welds. In our drawing, we will use if condition in order to avoid unnecessary operations. Very well. Now let's invoke an action of weld numbers assigning. For this, as a parameter, we use list of welds. And don't forget, after all, to commit the transaction. Good. Now let's create methods which we use in our actions. And the first method will set properties to database. I will use the same name of the method we already have, just overload it. Inside this method, we call the loop through welds. And as an action, we call the overloaded method, which will make this action. Such approach helps as run through rows when debugging the program. Okay, and the last method we need is the method which will assign numbers to the welds and writes them down to Plant3D database. Let's name it weld number assign. I prefer to split but welds, tap welds, and socket welds. That is why each type of welds I will start to number from different initial value. Later, we will define these values from Windows form. Now, let's set them as fixed values. Then, let's call our method to loop through all the welds in the drawing. Let's set weld properties as well. In the main action, first let's pick up separately butt welds, tap welds, and socket welds. For this, we will create 3 lists of weld object, and using linq statement, we will filter our welds, using necessary weld type. Very well. And then, just by using the already prepared method called setNumber, we will set numbers for all 3 lists of welds. Good. Now the main part of our plugin is ready. In the next video, we will debug it and test how it works. Thank you for your attention, and see you in the next video.